I'm, someone who's intrigued by persuasion, behavioral economics. You having this show, Fact Check, is quite intriguing to me. And I guess, you write segments yourself, you write news segments, you look at the facts regularly, you're doing something like Fact Check. What do you feel are the classic tells for media bias or misinformation in a piece of content? Is there something that people can arm themselves with and look out for in particular?
Well, I mean, number one, I'm not one of these mainstream media is all boo the mainstream media kind of people. But I can understand why people see that, and even stuff like I'll get hated by about half the people on Aussie Twitter for this. I watch Sky News. I don't watch it because I agree with conservative hosts. I watch it usually in the daytime when it's shows. Likewise with CNN, I don't watch it for the opinion. But people, as soon as there's an opinion leading, then they assume the news content is leaning too. I think the number one thing to look out for, look at the page of the person who's posted it, because there are significantly large accounts posting this kind of stuff. See, are they swinging towards one side permanently? And just think for a sec, is that something that looks real? Even stuff like, and as someone who, does the graphics here, I'm always looking at network graphics too. Does the font at one bit look better, different to the other? Is the quality of a font better than the rest of the image?
Is it bigger, or is it what's been sharpened?
I know, yeah. Is it bigger, or is it just completely different to the main font? Does the image look fake? Just look at that. And again, if you're not sure, I welcome you to tag DM at 6newsau or email contact@6newsau.com, because we'll check that up for you. And if it's a big enough problem, we'll do a video or a post about it. Also, see if anyone else is saying it, like if a credible outlet. Now, you can say, I don't think, boo Murdoch. Murdoch's not credible. No, just check if something like that's being reported by anyone else, and whether it's the key words, like, if there's some vaccination statistic about vaccination people, look up something like vaccinated and the percentage on even social media. See if anyone else is saying it. And also you'll probably see, and this happens a lot, that the exact same phrase, word for word, is being repeated. Now, that's usually down to these disinformation bots. I think there was Project Veritas or something like that in the United States. Yeah. And it was exposed that one of their stories, there were like a bunch of accounts that just posted links to it, same exact wording. There was also comments on YouTube on some video that was same exact wording. And with a few variations. There was a common one. It was like, I'm from Mexico and even I know Donald Trump won. And there's a flag and then the American flag. And there's another one, I'm from Portugal, and it's the same, and it's these dodgy accounts. Just, look for stuff like that and ask around. And a number one thing, if you fall for it and you admit to it, I am begging you to delete it.
Yeah.
There was one example, and I caught it in the first 2 minutes, where, if you recall, the person who was slammed by a security guard in Melbourne last year, and a bunch of people blamed it on not mask wearing. Now, that was because he allegedly broke in. Now, I'm not defending the actions by any means. 2 minutes, it got something like 15,000 views, and on Twitter it's the retweets where you have to look out for, because that's where people are sharing. And I fact-checked, and I kept replying. I'm like, no, this is not true, and I look a bit obsessed, but it's a problem. And everyone's either not admitting to it or accusing me of defending quote-unquote police brutality, or they insult my age or something like that, which is why I think it's good now that as an independent and unbiased outlet, we'll be fact-checking videos too. We won't have to link back to network stuff. And as good as those network reports are, people are going to say, it's Channel 7, they're wrong, bias, blah, 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 blah. Look at us, we're telling you this, here's our sources, here's police report or something like that. Yeah, I've been ranting for a bit, but again, it's the worst problem right now. It is just horrible. And I've been speaking to someone on Twitter every time I see something. I'm like, reason number 537, you need a fact-checking show. And I've been saying that for a month.
Yeah.
We've got it now. So, yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting. I look at there are sort of newswire services that are starting to exist. Murdoch owns one where they do fact checking, and you literally pay, like a news desk will pay for the service where you can quickly fact check a story and verify sources, etc. So I think it's going to be, there needs to be something for platforms like TikTok, I reckon.
And that's what we're doing, along with the regular fact check, which will be about 3 or 5 minutes, depending on what the issue is on YouTube. We'll be doing like a version that goes out on every other platform, which we'll just call Fact Check in 60 Seconds. And we won't go in depth with the sources. We'll go, here's the claim, here's the truth, go to YouTube for the full story. And, you know, that should hopefully help, because then we can say, if we see a post about it a few weeks later, we'll say, hey, go to the @6NewsAU page. And it's either saying, hey, go to copy this link into your browser, then blah, 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 go to there, scroll down a few videos. We're just like, go to this page. There's a playlist. You'll see what's really happening. But definitely for TikTok and Instagram, it has to happen. It's a lot easier to just share a link on YouTube, but sharing these videos, it'll help. And, It's that, because I see even people my own age falling for it, and it's these activist pages that have no sources. They have just stuff like that. There's even those parody activist pages.
Yeah, often parody and comedy used to push a certain point.
Yeah, and unfortunately, people fall for them, and it's a problem. It's annoying, but I don't know. If they're not going to look out for these signs, we'll just keep telling them, nah, it's not true. You're wrong. Sorry.